My neighbors are obnoxious, so I obnoxious them back. So I live on this quiet street with normal people who mind their own business, except for the house across from me. It's this duplex where like 8 people live between both sides, and they have turned my peaceful neighborhood into absolute chaos. Here's the setup. They have this big paved area between the 2 units, like half a basketball court. Plus, they've got 2 single-car garages, so plenty of space for their cars. Right? Wrong. These people park wherever they want. They'll leave their cars blocking the street, take up 3 parking spots with 2 cars, and basically act like they own the entire block. The curb in front of my house has space for exactly 2 cars. That's it. So when they started parking there, I walked over and politely asked if they could just hug one side or the other so someone else could park too. The dad comes out and he's all apologetic. "Oh man, we're so sorry. We didn't realize. We'll totally make sure to leave room for other cars." I'm thinking, great, problem solved. These seem like reasonable people. 2 days later, guess what? Their beat up Honda is parked right smack in the middle of my curb again, taking up both spots. So I go over there again. Same conversation, same apologies, same promises. And they keep doing it anyway. Week after week, I'm coming home from work to find their car hogging both spots in front of my house while they have like 3 empty spaces on their own property. It was like they were doing it on purpose. That's when I decided to fight fire with fire. I have 2 cars. Normally I keep both in my driveway, but not anymore. I moved my second car right to the middle of my curb and left it there. If they wanted to play the parking game, I was gonna win. My main car stays in the driveway, but that old Camry, right in the middle, taking up both spots. Been sitting there for months now. They finally got the message and stopped parking in front of my house. Problem solved, right? Wrong again. This morning was garbage day. I put my bins out like always. My next door neighbor puts his bins out too. Normal stuff. But when I'm leaving for work, I noticed something weird. Instead of just my 2 bins and my neighbor's 2 bins, there are now 6 garbage bins lined up in front of my house. These idiots across the street had dragged their garbage bins all the way across the street and dumped them in front of my house. Like my curb was some kind of public garbage station. I'm standing there looking at this mess thinking, are you kidding me right now? 6 bins blocking the whole front of my house. I was worried the garbage truck might skip some of them or just say forget it and drive away. But luckily they emptied all 6 bins. When I got home that evening, guess what I found? Their bins were still sitting in front of my house, and there were 3 cars parked in their driveway. They were home. They were literally home and just couldn't be bothered to walk across the street and get their own garbage bins. That's when I snapped. I marched across the street and grabbed their bins, all 4 of them, and instead of just putting them back where they belonged, I had a better idea. I rolled those bins right up to the front of their driveway and lined them up like a little barricade, right at the entrance where their cars come and go. Now when they want to leave for work tomorrow morning, they're gonna have to get out of their cars, move their own garbage bins, then get back in and drive away. Want me to be your personal garbage service? Fine, but you're gonna work for it. The best part? I could see them peeking through their window at me while I was doing it, but they didn't come out and say anything. Wonder why?